I'm out of here!
Hey, traveler. Long time no s- Oh, so you've completely forgotten who I am, huh? I'm Juza, chief mate of the Alcor. You hitched a ride with us to Inazuma, in case you'd forgotten?
Nah, she's just kidding with you, Juza. Of course we remember you.
I was gonna say, this is the Alcor we're talking about here, and not me actually. It's Kaidahara Kid, a temporary crew member of ours. You know him, right? He came back with us on the return trip from Inazuma. I don't know what's been going on with him, but he was in really high spirits the whole way back. He kept trying to get everyone to join him for some poetry and song. Unfortunately, no one on board, from Captain Beidou to Little Yue, has that kind of sophistication, yes! Not an ounce of the stuff between us. So once we got to Liyue, he disembarked and disappeared off into Mother Nature. I'm gonna say he probably couldn't bear being around a bunch of uncouth sailors a second longer. Then, not long after that, we got a message from him telling us to keep an eye out for you. Didn't give the specifics, he just said that if we saw you, we should tell you he wants to chat with you. From the tone of the message, it didn't sound all that serious. Then again, who'd be asking for the likes of you unless it was some sort of major crisis?
Actually, we deal with little things all the time, don't we?
Oh, huh. Never would have guessed. So you do everyone's odd jobs too. No wonder the captain's so fond of you. She's got a soft spot for the honest, hard-working folks of this world, you know? Getting sidetracked. Please go check up on Kaedahara Kid when you get the chance. Last I heard, he was hanging around the north of Liyue. I've got some things to do on the boat. See you around and safe travels!
While the bridge slowly withers, the strings gently whisper a twilight melody from the solitary zither.
Hey, Kaedahara Kid! So, what are you up to here? We've come to help!
You made it. Good to see you again. This appellation, Kaedahara Kid, when uttered by Paimon, it takes on a whole new tone.
Paimon learned it from Chief Mate Juza!
What makes you say that? Do I usually mope around as if perpetually hounded by adverse fate?
It's 'cause Juza said that you needed us for something. We didn't expect to find you admiring the scenery and reciting poetry without a care in the whole world!
The events of Inazuma are behind me, and no longer linger on my mind. Now I return to Liyue. It is the natural time to explore all the verses and melodies that arise from this land. As to the matter requiring your assistance, there was none to begin with. Unfortunately, you are too late for that, because now there is.
Huh? That was really confusing. There was none to begin with, but somehow now there still is. What? Have you been eating those wild plants that you're not supposed to? 'Cause you're talking total baloney.
Shh. Listen. What do you think?
Wow. Well, Paimon thinks you play just like another bard we know, who plays for loose change.
Oh? You're friends with a professional bard? I hope Very good. You're right. More to the point, however, it has a certain special ability. I acquired this anonymous ancient zither from an abandoned cave dwelling as I was exploring the mountains. When I first found it, it was old, but intact. The sight of it inspired me, and suddenly I found myself strumming. To my surprise, as soon as the melody began, my mind began to drift, and I could hear the sound of someone playing along with me. Somehow, it all felt so familiar.
Just to circle back for a second, are you sure you haven't been eating anything suspicious that makes you see things that aren't there?
I don't believe so, because when the melody ended, my mind became completely clear again. That's when I finally started to inspect my surroundings properly. As expected, it was a place full of mystery. The cave was overrun with weeds, so I imagine the owner left a long time ago. But the table and chair were spotless and gave off a fine and delicate fragrance. Even the ever-present sound of the wind fell silent in that place. It was quite miraculous. I can only assume that it must have been the treasure trove of a fabled Liyue Adeptus.
Whoa, so this instrument is an Adeptus treasure?
Who can say? Regardless, it was a wondrous experience, and after it was over, I thought to myself, I simply must share this with a friend. But in Liyue, besides Captain Beidou, you are the only friend I have. I doubt this would interest Beidou in the least, so I decided to invite you to share this experience. I asked Chief Mate Juza to be on the lookout for you, but unfortunately, the ancient zither broke before you arrived. The fault is my own. I've been taking it everywhere with me, and playing it too often.
Oh, so even Adepti treasures break in the end?
If eternity lies out of reach, even for the mighty Electro Archon herself, then it is all the more elusive for everything else.
Uh-oh. Well, please be super-duper careful with our Serenity Pot.
Luckily, in this case, the breakage is fixable. It's more akin to hibernation than anything else. The energy within the instrument has dissipated with the passage of time. All we need to do is find the right material, and we can awaken it once again. If I heard correctly, the material in question should be the Glaze Lily. As I've mentioned before, the wind carries with it the whispers of everything that resides in the world. And I am attuned to some of what they say. So I am privy to a few fragments of this ancient zither's history. Go on. I'll wait here for you. You are the savior of Liyue Harbor. I'm sure this should be well within your ability to handle. You've returned. Even before the wind?
Maybe she's got a few more tricks up her sleeve than you thought.
Let me see. Good. These are fine specimens. There will be plenty. If we extract the juices and apply them to the body of the instrument, it should awaken from its present slumber. Yes, there it is. That familiar feeling. It's awoken. Come, try it for yourself. It's all yours. Can a poet not be forthright in expression? Then, let me rephrase. This instrument is my gift unto you. I came back to Liyue to listen to what this region of the world has to say. In these vast and ancient lands watched over by the Geo-Archon, there are countless soft voices to be heard. This gives me all the satisfaction I desire. Of course, should there come a day when you wish to part with this instrument, I will come to collect it. But I hope that day will never come. Well, my onward journey beckons. What is the customary Liyue saying at moments like this? Ah, yes, we will meet again.
It's nothing.
Fire hazard!
Your life is mine.
What do we have here? Up and away. Ooh, let me open it.
Hello, Traveler. You couldn't have come at a better time. The Adventurers Guild has received a new commission, but it's a little complicated. We've struggled to find the right candidate for the job. I'll get straight to the point. The client is a distinctive musician from Liyue. She's in possession of a temporary travel permit that's about to expire, and is looking for someone familiar with the process to help her renew it and avoid deportation.
Hey! Wipe that disappointed look off your face! Imagine if you were in that situation! Huh. A distinctive female musician from Liyue? Ah! Hi, my nose!
Oh? Is she a friend of yours? She headed for the Tenryou Commission after submitting her request. You should be able to find her there. I hear that the commission has been very busy recently, so they probably won't be able to help her.
If it's who Paimon thinks it is, she's But doesn't everyone love rock and roll?
Well, I'll be! Paimon, Traveler, what are you two doing here? I never thought I'd run into familiar faces so far from home. Well, if you're here for... it's a long story. Have you heard of the Iridescence Tour? Well, it's okay if you haven't. I didn't hear about it until just recently. Oh, the more I think about it, this whole thing was weird from the get-go. The organizers told me it was a music festival from Fontaine that was famous throughout Teyvat, but it seemed like nobody in Liyue had ever heard of it before. There was a guy standing on the side of the road calling out like he was selling Sunsetias or something. I only inquired because I felt bad for him.
Aw, that was nice of you.
Well, anyway, he showed me a ton of material. The Iridescence Tour is a big deal over in Fontaine. I heard that getting stage time means your music might start to be heard far and wide.
Wow, you'd be famous overnight if you were up there.
You think so? Oh, me too. I want as many folks as possible to hear my music. That's why I'm so set on attending the festival. This year's Iridescence Tour is being held here in Inazuma. I've been honing a bunch of new songs since I signed up. I even asked Beto to ferry me out here ahead of time to scout the place out and make sure everything goes perfect. Xiangling made me up a special packed lunch to wish me well, but the organizers, they ran into trouble out on the ocean. They can't make it. They even got fishing boats to send a message to Inazuma so the authorities could start spreading the word. The Iridescence Tour is canceled. Oh, how can they just cancel it like that? I come here to perform, and they tell me this after I arrive? Now there's no way of getting the travel permit that the organizers arranged for me, and my temporary travel permit here is about to expire. No, things couldn't have gone much worse.
Seems like no one was more excited than you about performing at the festival. Why should you get the short end of the stick? Oh, it's not fair.
It ain't always easy being a musician. Well, shucks, enough complaining. This ain't the first time I wasn't able to perform. Time to move on.
Wow, you sure cheered up quick.
If you want to play rock and roll for a living, you gotta be tenacious. That's why I sprang into action. I submitted a request at the Adventurers Guild and headed straight to the Tenryou Commission to see what else I could find out. However, I've been standing here for ages already. I'm not sure what's keeping those Tenryou Commission samurai so busy that they don't even have time to say hi.
How dare they? Paimon bets they're just goofing off.
It's fine. Stuff like this is bound to happen when you step onto... Now we're talking. If you can get my permit straightened out, I'll write you...
You again? I thought I told you we're busy already. You'll have to wait.
Sorry, fellas. Perhaps my agent here can explain.
Madame Kujosara? Oh, you must be the trap. Is this outsider girl a friend of yours?
Sure is. She got stood up and now she's stuck here, so she needs to extend her travel permit. Come on, what kind of...
Please, don't be mistaken. We're not purposely delaying anything. Something big happened recently, and the Tenryou Commission is spread thin. We don't have the resources right now. The reason this young lady is still in the queue isn't because she came later than anyone else. It's because there's no one free to take care of smaller issues like travel permits.
Oh, what is this something big?
I can't tell you anymore. Madame Kujosara is in the courtyard. Ask her yourself if you wanna...
So they really are busy.
Seems that way, but that's okay. They're just doing their job.
Why do these samurai look so serious? Like they're about to go to battle.
Formations! Follow the vanguard and assemble outside the city.
Traveler. And who else do we have here? No harm done. What brings you to the Tenryou Commission headquarters all of a sudden? Is there trouble afoot? Because if there's anything I can help with, don't hesitate to ask.
Finally! Someone who can call the shots!
I see. It's regrettable that your friend has run into such an unfortunate incident. The Tenryou Commission is experiencing a large turnover of personnel in very difficult circumstances. We really are short on people. I apologize for not having tended to your friend's request on time.
It's rare to see you guys struggling like this. What is it this time? Oh, yeah! We're just casually asking.
No one's to blame here. Seems I just arrived at a bad time.
Yeah! Why don't you tell us what kind of trouble you're facing, and we'll do our best to help. In return, maybe you could help Xinyan extend her travel permit.
We really could use the extra help, especially from capable individuals like yourselves. All right, here's the situation. Recently, a nameless domain has appeared in the Araumi region. Monsters with incredible strength have been pouring into the area.
But surely the Tenryu Commission are used to dealing with monsters.
The domain appeared quite unexpectedly, and we've come under serious pressure. I've already sent out scouts to investigate. Originally, I was planning to lead a force there myself, but an extended period on the front lines would leave the Tenryu Commission without oversight. It just didn't feel right.
Well, if you need folks who can fight, I'll wager we can certainly be of assistance. Ain't that right, Traveler?
Yeah, we do you a favor and you do us a favor. Got it?
Jeez, are you really giving orders to a general, Paimon?
It's fine. I'm indebted to you. This really is the best solution at the moment. If it were anyone else, I'd have to refuse. But even the almighty Shogun has recognized your abilities, Traveler. I'm happy to assign this task to you.
Oh, say now. Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself in Inazuma. Oh, I'm getting to. Xiangling and the other folks are always saying you're destined for big things. Madam Kujo Sora, where should we go next?
I'll take you over to the location now. I should warn you that I haven't been there myself yet, so I'm not sure how dangerous things could get. As a precaution, please bring sufficient combat equipment and supplies with you.
Can we write off the expenses?
Fair enough. I'll put in a request now.
Hold up. I remember there's a travel permit processing fee. Why don't you write that off, and I'll cover all our other expenses. It's nothing. Actually, Beto gave me a bag of Mora to spend before I even got off the ship. Seeing as I'm inconveniencing just about everyone, it's about time I had something to show for it. Why don't we just split it between us? It should cover equipment and supplies, no trouble.
You are a woman of method and integrity, I see.
No, don't mention it. But don't go forgetting about my permit now.
I will see to it personally. You have nothing to worry about.
Fantastic. Thank you, ma'am.
So it's agreed? All right, let's take care of this domain.
Sounds like a plan. Let's hit the road.